Last month, my dividends paid me $25. This month, I crossed a number I've been chasing since the day I started this channel, and something happened that has never happened before. 3 funds paid me instead of 2. Let me show you the whole thing. Screenshot by screenshot, nothing hidden. Welcome back. I started at 32. No plan, no background in this, nobody to explain any of it to me. So now I build it in public. My real account, every number honest, including the small ones and the uncomfortable ones. This isn't advice. It's just the actual climb, filmed as it happens. Let's add up July. First, QQQI, my biggest income holding. This month it paid me $39.11. Last month it was $13.46. And here's the part that matters. The fund didn't get better. The payout per share barely moved. What changed is that I went from 20 shares to over 61. More shares, more income. That's the entire engine. There's no cleverness in it. Second, JEPQ, $24.82. Last month, $11.76. Mostly the same story. I nearly doubled my share count. Though I'll be straight with you, JEPQ also paid a little more per share this month, about 70 cents, up from the low 60s. So it wasn't purely shares this time. Both things helped, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. And now the third one. This is the one I actually want you to notice. JEPI, $1.16. I know. $1, that's it. But this is the first dividend I have ever received from my S&P 500 side. For months, every single dollar of income I earned came from Nasdaq funds, QQQI and JEPQ, both riding the exact same index. If tech had a bad year, both of my income sources would have dropped at the same time. That's real concentration risk, and I talked about it openly because I walked straight into it without noticing. So this $1.16 is the second engine starting up. It's the smallest number in this video. It's also the most important one. Alright, let's add it all up. 39.11 plus 24.82 plus 116. $65.09 in July. Last month was 25.22. That's more than 2.5 times in a single month. And it's the first time I have ever crossed $50. Now, honesty, same as every month. SCHD is not in this number. It paid me last quarter, but SCHD pays quarterly, not monthly, so I keep it completely separate. I'm not going to inflate a monthly figure with a quarterly payment. SPYI isn't here either. I bought it too late in the cycle to get paid this time, so it'll show up next month. And my growth funds, VOO, QQQ, SMH, and the rest. A few of them throw off small dividends too. Not counted. Those exist for growth, not income. Different job, different goal, different video. So how did this number nearly triple in 2 months? 3 things, and none of them are clever. Every dividend automatically reinvests itself. Every single week, I buy more, automatically, no matter what the market is doing. And when the market dropped hard last month, I used part of a work bonus to buy more while everything was cheap. That's it. Boring, automatic, repeated. No timing, no stock picking, no secret. Now here's something I didn't understand when I started, and I think you deserve to know it before you get excited by any of these numbers. There's a term you'll run into with funds like these, NAV erosion. The short version is this: with some high-income funds, if the fund pays out more than it genuinely earns, the share price itself can slowly drift downward over time. So you're collecting a nice monthly check, but the value of what you actually own is quietly shrinking underneath it. You feel richer every month and poorer every year. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I can tell you exactly how much of that is happening inside my funds. I'm not qualified for that, and honestly, it takes years of data to judge properly. But it's real, it's debated constantly by people far smarter than me, and if you're looking at any high yield income fund, that is the term you should go research. Don't take my word for it. Go look it up yourself. And here's the part that genuinely makes me pause. I'm still relatively young, and the conventional wisdom from people with decades more experience than me is that if you have 30 or 40 years ahead of you, growth funds usually beat income funds over the long run. Because growth compounds. A plain index fund doesn't hand you cash every month, but it tends to build a much bigger pile by the time you actually need it. So am I doing this the optimal way? Honestly, probably not. If I were purely optimizing for the maximum amount of money at retirement, I'd likely be putting more into growth and less into income right now. I'm doing it anyway, and I'll own my reason. Watching that monthly number grow is what keeps me investing. It made me consistent for the first time in my entire life. And a strategy I actually stick to will beat a perfect strategy I abandon in 3 months. That's my honest reasoning. You can decide whether it applies to you. And I want to be straight about the number itself too. $65 a month is not life-changing money. It doesn't pay a bill I care about. Anyone can look at that and call it small, and they would be right. But 2 months ago, it was $25. 4 months ago, my biggest fund was paying me under $2 a month. I'm not showing you this because the number is impressive. I'm showing you because the direction is, and because almost nobody films this part. Everybody shows you the finished portfolio. Almost nobody shows you the small, unglamorous beginning where it actually gets decided. My goal since day one has been $100 a month. I'm at 65. For the first time, that feels genuinely close instead of imaginary. And in my next video, I'm breaking down my entire portfolio, the growth side included, so you can finally see both engines together, not just the income half. If you want to watch this actually reach 100 and see it honestly, including the months it goes backwards or the calls I get wrong, subscribe and hit the bell. For a channel this small, that bell is genuinely the only reliable way you'll know the next one is up. And tell me down below, what was your first month of dividend income? I want to know I'm not the only one who started at pocket change. This is Grow and Explore with me. No hype, no fear, just the honest climb. Grow and explore with me.